for the numerous amount of hours. I know the Supervisor Zane mentioned that board members have lost sleep. Quite frankly, I haven't lost any sleep on this issue, and I would imagine that you may have on this in the many years that you spent trying to provide this board with the facts and with the alternatives of the goals that were set by a previous board. And in thinking about the goals, I think those were goals that most of us would have supported. To keep an in-county landfill, to manage our own resources, to manage our own waste, to try and do it in the best environmentally friendly way which we could. There's no doubt that this board, particularly the three board members that have been here the longest, and noticing that both Supervisor Zane and I have only dealt with this issue for the last 10 months. I want to congratulate you for having really taken a leadership role in bringing this issue to the public. There is no doubt that what we do with this waste will play an important role in how we look at greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. I think we all understand that. And I also am in the belief that in the next 20 years, in fact in the next 10 years, we're going to see new technologies that are going to help us address some of the things that we've been dealing with, much like the wall phone is compared to today's cell phone. The time to resolve the problems of waste, I think, are now. And from what I'm gathering from this board and from the alternatives that we have here, for me, the basic financing structure of the agreement has some flaws in regards to diversion. In a time when we ought to be looking at less, and in a time when we ought to be looking at alternative ways of how we change our own habits. I think that is the biggest issue that we've got when we're talking about waste, when we're talking about water, and natural resources in general. The alternative here, I can't comfortably support the purchase and sales agreement that we have before us for a variety of reasons. The financing structure set forward, the potential to not allow for us to look at innovative technologies in the next 5-20 years, and the ability to keep this county moving forward in terms of our greenhouse gas reductions and in terms of thinking in an environmental way. Today, I think we need to seek a new direction. We seek a new direction to find alternative technologies. We seek a new direction to work with our cities. We seek a new direction to work with the nonprofit community and organizations to try to find a true collaborative way in dealing with this issue. This issue is not going to go away, folks. It's not going to go away. It's going to be something that we've been dealing with for years, and quite frankly, I think it's going to be something that we'll be dealing with for the next 5-10 years. I'd like to provide some direction as well, in that this purchase and sales agreement needs 4 votes of this board, based on what Supervisor Sane has pointed out, and based on my position, it does not have the 4 votes to proceed. So. We are now in that position where we have to look at new alternatives and a new direction. And I would encourage us to be proactive. Immediately, I hope that you will come back to this board within the next week or two to really provide alternative solutions. I understand by the board that we have to look at immediate closure. I will work real hard with the state board and with our local electeds to ensure that we have a viable option to do that, to implement that closure. I understand that we are in a very tough financial position and having to come up with the $11 million in unfunded for closure and other costs I think that maybe we haven't seen yet. I do not feel comfortable moving with this BSA today, and I hope that those folks that were here and the city council members that were here to say that they will collaborate with the county to move forward you will be there immediately after this meeting, because I think we're really going to need your help. Mr. Chairman, I do not have any more comments to make, but that is my position today.
Okay, thank you, Supervisor. Well, and I do hope that those that are willing to work with us come